Hello, welcome to Boardgame Basecoats, and today we're playing through Hecatomb. Over here I've got Corruption in black, Greed in green, Destruction in red, and Deceit in blue. Separated all the colors. Over there is a tray for the discards. Over here in white, these are the souls. Now, looking at the setup info, everyone starts with 5. The game ends as soon as someone hits 20. Now, again, I've got all the colors separated, but I also have these tokens because normally in the game you have the cards themselves upside down and you're tapping them. But man, is that unwieldy. It takes up all kinds of room, so we'll just be using the tokens. It's just easier. Now then, as I say, we've got 1 color per pile here. You're supposed to start with 4 cards, so nice and easy. Everyone gets 1 of each. With that all said, let's get started. Endbringers gather here. They might be crazed servants of insane gods, masters of forbidden science, or sorcerers of unspeakable knowledge. What they have in common is their goal, to end the world. The Endbringer who amasses enough souls first wins, and the whole world loses. Now this game is way out of print, oldie but a goodie, but I figured, hey, it's Halloween. Let's resurrect it and have some fun. Alright, that all said, let's go ahead and get started. Now I've decided that this player will go ahead and be the Corruption. Not necessarily playing all Corruption cards, of course. So let's check out the hand that they have. Now one of the weird things about the game is it has these sort of transparent cards, and it's shaped like pentagrams here, and then you can basically build these abominations. Alright, so you go ahead and draw 2 cards here at the beginning. And as I say, each of these piles is separated by color. So Corruption here is going ahead and drawing green. And we set aside that green card and boom! Green mana, just like that. Moving on to the Deceit player. So Corruption versus Deceit. They are diametrically opposed in the game. So looking at the hand again, we have 1 of each color. Looking at the cards, the casting cost is that kind of in the middle. So 7 here. And as long as 1 matches the color, we're all good. Again, you draw 2 cards. Here, drew a red. And then, drawing a gray, a Corruption. Alright, so again, each pile just makes it easy. Now, he's going to go ahead and set aside a Corruption mana. So, normally you're supposed to create decks of 40 cards, but man, constructing decks is such a pain in the butt. So why do we do it this way? Well, the reason we do it this way is, well, simply, if I want a certain color, well, then I'm just going to go ahead and draw it. It's just easier. Well, is that so essential? Actually, in this game, it kind of is. So let's go ahead and see what we draw here. So here, not essential for this one. Any color's fine. But let's go ahead and take a look at the next card. See, it's green, but down there's red. So that means the card under it needs to be red to activate that special power. So that's one of the reasons I played it this way. Anyway, as you can see, the turns are moving very quickly. Let's check out the hand. Whoa, yeah, it's unlimited hand size. So let's see what we're going to do here. So drawing up, drew a Corruption, telephone. Moving on, Voice of the Whisperer, a relic. Alright, so the game has all kinds of keywords. So again, first couple rounds were basically, finally gets something cast. So the double thinker, as long as 1 color matches, the other colors don't mind. They basically become colorless, right? Let's move on to the Deceit player. Alright, so as you can see, we've had this countdown popping up. So basically every turn we're drawing a soul. As soon as someone hits 20, the game ends. So these games go very quickly. How we usually played it with amongst ourselves was best 2 out of 3. Today we're just going to have a little taste. Just going to play 1 quick game and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so back to Corruption here. 8 plus 1, almost halfway there. You almost don't have to do anything, right? Anyway, wow, lots of choices here. The trick, though, is to make sure that you have enough to set aside to get the mana you need. So here we go, Flesh Armor, costs 4. And this one is a relic that costs 4 as well. Now, monsters, right here, setting aside that orbital control to get a blue mana. So the monsters, you can tell they're monsters or minions because on the top left is a number. All right, so now we combine these two minions to make an abomination. A total of 4 strength. And ooh, we activated a power that we have no target for. Anyway, so now it's able to attack, but not the turn it comes into play because it doesn't have the keyword that you need, which happens to be fanatic. Anyway, we are back to the deceit player. The corruption player can now attack on their turn, so deceit doesn't even have a blocker. Yep, so, ooh, huge Horseman of War. Craziness. What else we got? Dr. Frost. Okay. Let's go ahead and set aside the Horseman of War for some destruction mana. Now we got 4 mana, and he decides to cast the Antediluvian for 4. So it is a minion. Unfortunately, it cannot attack or block. You've got to have a abomination to do either of those things. So right now, the corruption player is sitting pretty with a creature that can attack. So do you think, well, let's go ahead and let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's keep drawing up here. Now you can draw, you can attack, you can play your mana card in any order. All right, so here we're just drawing up just to make sure. Let's go ahead and set our mana aside because it's easy to forget. So plenty of mana. All right, so a witness, okay. Costs 3, adds 2 to the abomination's total power. So 2 plus 3 plus 1, a total of 6. Now, ooh, and here, all right, so guys, there's a massive mistake right here. First, let's pay for the witness, okay. Great, so we paid for the witness. Now, that effect says we can discard a mana card. In this case, we'll discard a green one. Doesn't say it's tapped or not. And then we get 3 green mana untapped. Now then, right here, huge mistake. This should not have been permanent. So, anyway, he goes ahead and casts another creature, Contamination Team. So now that adds 5 to the creature's total. So 5 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1. Now that total damage is only damage that's done to other abominations. If it hits the player, it steals souls equal to the number of cards. Anyway, we're just resolving this effect here. I do believe that it will have no targets as we check the other player's mana pile. Yep, sure enough, no target. And we forgot to attack? No, we didn't. We can't attack with any abomination that has had a card played on it unless it has the right keyword, fanatic. All right, so we didn't forget anything. All right, moving on. So deceit, we've got to get a blocker going here. And this is kind of a misplay right here. Went ahead and played this relic. But before we drew up that relic there. But we are going to play it right here. Now this is a misplay. Now these are the makers of Magic the Gathering. So you might think, well, this is a good relic. It taps creatures that attack. Yeah, but it doesn't deal with the damage. All right, yeah, it's that old chestnut. I remember when I started playing Magic in '94, yeah, you tap the creature that attacked. Fine, it's tapped. The tapping happens before it attacked. But then, how could you tap it because it didn't attack? Oh my gosh, that was the beginning of the end right there, folks. Anyway, here we have Corruption, drawing up their cards. Drew a red here, the Staff of Zipetoltek, and setting aside mana destruction. Alright, so we are now going to go ahead and cast a Willing Sacrifice here. And so right now it's considered a minion. It doesn't become an abomination until you start smacking all the creatures together. Omnivian, so now it's an abomination that can attack or block. And we look at the keywords around. Nope, doesn't have the keywords we needed to attack right now. No target for that effect. The purple right there means that any color showing through is fine. Anyway, let's pay for stuff. And now we're going to attack. So I'm just setting a token on it, a soul token on it, because tapping is ridiculous in this game. So right here, we're going to use the ability, ooh, something attacked me. I will tap something. Well, I could tap the thing that attacked me. I'll just tap this other one. But this one is attacking again. It would deal its total damage to anything that blocks it, but there's nothing to block it. So now we just deal the total number of cards in soul damage, and there we go. Boom, just like that. We're almost winning. Yeah, games go quick in here. Really need to get your attackers in a row. Attackers, blockers, and such. Alright, so what do you got, Deceits? Well, we got plenty of cards. Yeah, it was really a misplay there, but we wanted to illustrate some of the weirder rules of the game more than try to get a good win here, but that's okay. Alright, so drawing up neural graft. Okay, what else you got? Nandu. Okay, fair enough. Well, let's get Nandu going here. And you notice, yeah, set it to be a minion. No, we don't want that. Let's go ahead and create our pile here. So now it's an abomination that can block. So now it's a total of 5. Okay, it has a total of 5, which is a good thing. Alright, so let's keep on going here. A willing vessel costs 3. Alright, let's pile it on. There we go. Spend that mana. Great. And now it's bigger. Alright, so 2 plus 4 plus 1. Fantastic. Size 7. Ooh, an effect that'll pop off. And this is a good one, because if I have less souls than you, I'll take those souls. I'll take 2 souls. Very nice. So, took a little back. Alright, everything untaps. Okay, get a soul at the beginning. Our mana untaps. See how easy the tokens are? My gosh, if you play this game, highly recommend the tokens. Just tapping and untapping things is ridiculous. Alright. So anyway, Corruption has 2 abominations. Let's see what we got to draw. Amorphous Psychic. By the way, there were 3 total expansions in the game. So which expansion is which? Check it out. Check out the bottom right edge. You see here a 2. This was the second set or second expansion. Alright, so we've buffed this creature, this abomination, so now it cannot attack unless it has the fanatic keyword. It does not. It has Guardian. Ooh, an effect that popped off. So that's kind of one of the tricks, right? So these transparent cards with a special ability that may or may not pop off in the bottom. Uh-oh. An ability that popped. We cause that thing to return to the hand. Oh man, that sucks. Pharaoh's Chosen. Now this one's black, so anything that would show through wouldn't matter anyway, so they don't have any kind of special effect in this case. Anyway, we're bringing him in as a minion. Alright, he can't attack, he cannot block, he's basically just sitting there. But our big beefy guy can do some stuff, so he's going to go ahead and attack. Alright, so 5 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1. Attacking. Now the other guy gets to decide if he wants to block. He basically has to, otherwise he automatically loses because that's a huge amount of soul damage. So, yeah, goodbye. Dead. Okay. And, oh, well, this guy, he loses that one. Well, thanks a lot, Boardgame Basecoats. That explained nothing. How does attacking and damage work, right? Well, let's go ahead and rewind the clock here a little bit. And let's illustrate just how this attacking and damage works, okay? Now, as I said before, if the creature goes through and hits you, the total number of cards will do it. So in this case, check it out. Now, the top card of this contamination team is 5. The total amount for that Nandu is 5. So that's how the damage spreads, okay? So basically, yeah, and right here, well, it all worked out. Forgot to play a mana there. You know, I did that permanent mana mistake, so it kind of balances out, I guess. Anyway, Deceit here is in trouble. No blockers, no attackers, and the other side has so many abominations. So, yeah, we're pretty much doomed at this point. That's okay. Let's work it out. Deceit draws up, gets a Greater Wolfing. Gotta say, by the way, love the art in this game. Definitely dark, definitely edgy. So real good stuff. So there were 3 basic sets. The first set was the Cthulhu-y one. They all had the taste, the touch of it. The second one was kind of the Halloween-y one, I guess, and the third one was more like the alien one, right? So, but they all had elements of each. So very cool stuff. Anyway, Neural Graft here coming into play as a minion. Cannot block, cannot attack. Let's pay for it. Still have some mana left over. Ooh, Mountain Sasquatch, one of my favorite cards, because this one lets you draw. Now, because I play the game this way, we all obviously have the same draw deck. We all obviously have the same discard deck. So right here, his ability is to draw 3 cards, and you keep any creatures into your hand. Now, the cards, the colors are definitely unequal in this regard. So he's pulling green, which basically has tons of creatures. So he'll have a full hand of creatures here for sure. Yes, indeed. All right, so nice. Now, let's move back to Corruption. Definitely has an advantage here with 2 creatures that can attack right now without anything crazy. Reset there. Huge lead here. Wow, 15 souls right now. Okay. Let's go ahead and draw up. So Jungle Hunter. So the Corruption deck tends to have smaller critters with some tricksy stuff in it. Alright, so Jungle Hunter coming into play. And notice the previous top card of this minion was red. And so this is kind of what you got to do. You really got to kind of, alright, plan it out. And to be honest, when I play this game, I kind of get caught up in it. I almost get to the point where I don't want to play a card unless it will, combo like that. But honestly, necessity, the key to winning the game is just to quickly get as many creatures as you can into play. Get those abominations going to attack and block. That's such a huge swing in soul. You not only take their soul, you automatically add it to your total, and boom, just like that, you can get to 20 very, very quickly. So right here, he's building this abomination up. Oh, so once again, purple there in the middle. So any color underneath will activate it. And yeah, let's go ahead and activate this and attack this relic. Unless the player can discard some relics from their hand. I don't believe they have enough. But we'll check it just to be sure. So as far as strategy in this game goes, you want hand management, anything that allows you to draw cards, anything that forces your opponent to discard cards, and there are lots of cards to destroy things, so you definitely want to do that. Cards that will chip away at abominations to turn them into minions or smaller abominations, so lots and lots of manipulation in the game. So right now, Corruption here has a pretty massive advantage. It has 3 abominations in play to Deceit's 1. And yep, right here, attacking with all 3 abominations. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Let's do some comparisons because the defender gets to decide who it's going to block. Alright, so could block this one, and obviously our defender only has a total of 4, so right here both would die. Alright, okay. And but what would be the best? Now actually this was a completely legal play, so check out this character. We were building up this abomination. It technically could not have attacked this turn. See how this works, guys? So a really good idea is as soon as you put a card onto a minion or an abomination, go ahead and tap it. Just tap it. Just so you don't forget that you can't attack with it this turn. Yeah, so shouldn't have been able to attack with that one, but to be honest, the game was probably gonna end anyway. So let's go ahead and add up this total. Yeah, right there, it's 21. Probably could have gone another turn, but I think we know how it went. The world teeters on the edge of apocalypse. The bulwarks of reality falter and fail, and the sinister gods of primeval malice loom, ready to consume the earth. In the end, only one unholy mastermind will stand triumphant amid the falling ashes of existence. Hoped you liked this little blast from the past. I certainly enjoyed it, and we'll be playing some more. Thanks a lot. Bye.